The powerful clubs industry has ramped up the pressure on politicians with a multi-million-dollar campaign against poker machine limits. The federal independent MP Andrew Wilkie is pushing legislation to control how much money people can lose. The clubs say that's un-Australian.
From billboards to beer coasters, it's a message Clubs Australia won't let the punters miss.
You can't even put $10 in the pokies without getting a licence.
And if the government doesn't get it,
then we will march in the streets if necessary.
Peter Newell from Clubs Australia says clubs like this one are fighting for their livelihoods. Marrickville Bolo in Sydney's inner west made $500,000 from its poker machines last year.
That money is the difference between opening and closing.
The independent Senator Nick Xenophon has launched a counter-campaign
called itsabigfatlie.com.au.
The federal government says the card-based scheme will force pokie players to set their own betting limits before they play.
There is no basis for the industry criticism that this is a licence to gamble, and again, the industry knows it.
It says the legislation is aimed at problem gamblers only. Low-intensity pokie machines may be introduced for occasional gamblers.
If you want to enjoy putting $5 in the pokies, you can do that.
But club-goers are sceptical.
I don't think under any circumstance it'll work.
If you stop them gamble here, of course they've got to go elsewhere.
Clubs Australia argues it's nothing more than a political fix.
It's about keeping a bloke in Tasmania happy, because if he doesn't get his way on poker machines, then he will send us back to the polls.
Andrew Wilkie says he'll withdraw his support for the minority government if the legislation is blocked in Parliament.
Never happened. Will it?
The aim is to have the laws in place by 2014. Jane Margetts, ABC News.